Better Black News episode needs no introduction. We are celebrating the birth of Miss Mozelle Hildreth. She was born in 1916, y'all. It is 2016 right now. That is 100 years old. I cannot wait to speak with her. Miss Hildreth, you were born in like the early 1900s. What was that like growing up in that time back then?
Oh, let me see. It was good. It was good. We lived on a farm, my father's farm, and we had cows, chickens, horses, and we had, you know, dogs and cats and all. And it was good. My mother did work, day work, and my father farmed. But the people she worked for was nice, was nice people they were. And back then, it really wasn't that bad. It was just segregated.
Now, with what happened back then, and the race relations, like right now, like stuff that's going on with blacks being killed and just more black on black crime and everything, do you feel like it was better for us back then than it is now?
Well, back then, it really wasn't that much killing back then
Amongst us, or them killing us?
among us. It wasn't killing, we wasn't killing one another back then like they are now.
Well, do you have any advice for any, young African American woman or male? You being 100, you have a lot of wisdom. Do you have any advice for people like me and people that are watching this?
Well, just live right and treat people's right and always put God first in your life. And that's, what I did. And that was the way that I was taught.
Tell me a little bit about your mother. What was it like growing up with her?
It was fun. She's the mom greatest mom in the world. She was there for us, no matter what the problem is. She's there, and she's the type of mom. When you're wrong, you will know about it. And she kept us on the straight and narrow, always.
She was a wonderful mom. And I can remember as a young man growing up in this community. And so often she would teach you things that is gone today with young people. She had 5 or 6 of us. And she would gather us around at the bottom of her feet and set us all on the floor. And she would begin to tell us, someday, son, you'll be grown. You're going to have a wife. And here's how you treat your wife. Here's what you do with your children. And I'm only about 5 or 6, 7 years old at that time, and I'm not knowing what she was talking about. But as I got older and began to raise my family, got married, I'm yet doing the things. I'm 75 years old, and I'm yet doing the things that she taught me then. And it's amazing, and we're just so glad to have her here, and I'll never forget that. And when I got married at age 20, I began to do all the things that she was telling me about. I said, this is what she was talking about. I have a wife now. I have children. I know how to raise them. I know how to teach them. And I didn't deviate from how I was raised. I raised my children the same way I was raised by her and my father.
What is the most valuable thing you think your mother has taught you while you were growing up, and maybe even now while you're an adult?
To trust in the Lord, to put all my faith in God, because He's the one that's going to see me through. and to be faithful and true to family.
Miss Hildreth said you have been her pastor for 54 years, and she attributes a lot of her, longevity to her faith. So what was it like being her pastor? I mean, 54 years, that's a long time to be somebody's pastor.
Well, it's just it has been a great privilege of mine to have been a pastor for almost 54 years, and I've had the privilege of not only pastoring her, but all of her family, most of her family, and all of her in-laws, all the Hildreth family, and all of them that has been a part of our church family. But she has been a faithful member for the entire 54 years. You can't say that about everybody, but Sister Hildreth has been there. When our children were growing up, and of course I think you heard our son talk a few months ago. He's just a little younger than I am. He might be older than I am, really. We had to check it. But anyway, when I came to Fairview, practically all of her family was there, her husband, and all of her children. And so I've been a part of that family for all of these years. Mm-hmm.
Has she taught you anything that, that you think has helped you be a great pastor? Has she taught you anything?
Faithfulness. And that's all the Lord told us to do, is be faithful. He never said anything about being famous. He really never said anything about being successful. All he said, be faithful unto death, and I'll give you a crown of life. And Sister Hildreth has been a blessing to me as a pastor because she's been a faithful member and very supportive in following my leadership for all of these 54 years.
Well, y'all heard it here first. I'm Jillian Whitaker reporting for Better Black News, reminding you to be better, and happy birthday to you.
Thank you.